When a recruiter runs a search on LinkedIn, 200 results come back. They see a candidate card, experience summary, one photo, one headline, and something called skills match for each person. Then they spend 6 or 7 seconds. They decide, shortlist or pass. And most of what determines whether you appear on that card, you never choose it. This video will show you why your candidate card is too weak to stand out and how to take control of it with 5 changes you can make in the next 20 minutes. The first concept, the photo they actually see. Your profile photo uploads 400 by 400 pixels, but in a recruiter search result, it renders at thumbnail size, roughly the size of an app icon, lined up next to dozens of other candidates. What reads as professional at full size disappears at search result scale. Here's what matters: a centered, well-lit headshot with a plain background. Stand facing a window, no backlighting, frame from the shoulders up. And if your face fills 60 to 70% of the frame and the background doesn't compete, your thumbnail reads clearly at that tiny scale. If you're not a professional photographer and you don't want to spend the money on one, AI headshot generators like Headshot Pro and Aragon, they can produce a clean shot from just a few selfies. They handle the lighting and the background removal automatically. What they can't guarantee is direct eye contact and a natural expression. Those are the 2 things a recruiter's eye registers first. So use clear photos with the proper poses so the AI can do its best work. This isn't about vanity, it's about scanning. If your photo doesn't match the role or blends into the grid, you are eliminated before the skills match even has a chance. I put a couple links in the description to help you out if you want to check them out. Some are affiliate links, which means I may earn a small commission if you use them. That's at no extra cost to you. If you do use them, you're helping to support the channel, and I'll add a discount code for you if I have one available. Concept number 2, skills match. The gate you didn't know existed. Here's what actually happens when a recruiter searches. They don't see your about section at all, not yet at least. What they do see is a candidate card, your experience summary, and something called skills match, the exact skills on your profile that overlap with what they searched for. That's the real gate, not your story, not your voice, a literal overlap count between their search terms and your skills list. If you have 3 matching skills and the next candidate has 9, you've already lost, before a human read a single sentence you wrote. The fix? Pull the top 10 to 15 skills from 5 jobs posting for the role you want. Not the role you had 5 years ago, the role you want next. Every one of those skills that's genuinely true of you belongs on your profile, attached to the role where you actually used it. Open ChatGPT or Claude and paste those job descriptions and use the prompt on screen to give you a list of the top recurring skills. That's not keyword stuffing, that's translating your real experience into the exact language their search is matching against. Your about section still matters enormously, but it does its work after they click. Skills match decides whether they click at all. If this level of specificity is actually useful and not just general LinkedIn advice, but what the interface actually does, hit subscribe and share this video directly with someone so it reaches people who need to see it. The third concept, the featured section. Right after your about section, before your experience, there's a section LinkedIn hides until you add something to it. Featured. You won't even see it on your profile right now. It doesn't appear until you expose it to put content in it. That's why most people leave it empty. They don't know it exists. You go to your LinkedIn profile, add profile section button, click featured, add content, and the section appears. Recruiters often decide relevant or not before they even reach your experience. So whatever lives in that featured slot does more work than people realize. If the section doesn't exist on your profile, you got nothing working for you between your about claim and your job history. What belongs there? A link to a project, a presentation, a published write-up, anything current that shows what you produce. It doesn't need to be your career-defining achievement. It needs to answer one question: what does this person actually deliver? Did you know your featured section is invisible until you add something to it? Drop a comment. I want to know how many of you just found out you had a gap in your profile this whole time. LinkedIn isn't hiding you because your experience is weak. It's hiding you because the system doesn't know how to match what you do. The next two changes fix that. The first one, the experience section that stops the scroll. When a recruiter scrolls your experience, they're not reading it. They're searching for a reason to stop. Long tenure means every entry looks similar. Their eye doesn't land anywhere. The fix isn't hiding your years. It's giving each role one distinct outcome, one result that answers, so what? Without that, the timeline is a calendar. With it, each entry earns its place. Lead with the outcome, not responsibilities, not duties, the thing that changed because you were there. Reduced order processing time by 40%. Built the forecasting model adopted across 3 regions. Responsible for is background noise. Cause something to change is the signal. The next section, the 3 settings that determine whether you appear at all. 3 controls directly affect whether you surfaced in a recruiter search. Most people set these once and never revisit them. First up is the custom URL. The default is your name followed by a string of numbers. Change it to linkedin.com/in/yourname. It signals platform competence and it indexes better in search. 30 seconds. Profile visibility. Under Edit Public Profile and URL, there's a setting controlling what's visible to people not logged in. If restricted, your profile doesn't surface in external searches. That includes Google. Career interest. This feeds directly into recruiter search filters. Roles, location, start date, whether you want that open to work frame or not. Leave these blank and you're invisible to recruiters filtering by these criteria. Not because your experience is weak, because the system has nothing to match. If you're a professional looking for a position and want to know the psychology behind the Open to Work badge and what to use instead, watch that over here. I'll see you over there.